Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Mikel Arteta admits Gabriel Martinelli has been struggling. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has admitted that Gunners star Gabriel Martinelli has had a tough week. The 21-year-old wasn't feeling great at the start of the week. Arteta told the Arsenal website Martinelli had been struggling this week with illness while nursing a calf knock picked up in the win over Leeds. However, the Brazilian felt better by the time the PSV Eindhoven game came around. Martinelli got 14 minutes off the bench in Thursday night's Europa League win at the Emirates Stadium. Ahead of Sunday's Premier League meeting with Southampton, Arteta provided an update on the phenomenal player. "Yeah, he came on against PSV," said the Arsenal boss. "He had a tough week. He wasn't feeling great during the week, but towards the day before the game, he was already feeling better, and that's why we decided to play him a little bit." While Arteta didn't openly say Martinelli would be available against Suns, his comments are certainly positive. The suggestion is that the forward has shaken off the illness and knock and should, in theory, be available again. Arsenal are firing on all cylinders at present and sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League table. Likewise, they are top of Europa League Group A, having sealed knockout stage qualification with 2 games to go. Martinelli has played a big part in Arsenal's success so far this season, so it's good to hear he's been feeling better. Kevin Campbell praises Arsenal midfielder Granit Xhaka's improvement. Kevin Campbell has heaped praise on Arsenal midfielder Granit Xhaka for turning his career around at the Emirates. The Swiss international was often at the receiving end of criticism from fans, pundits, and the media in his first few years as a Gunner. Many even wanted him gone after his outburst against Arsenal supporters at the Emirates in 2019, but he has overcome that in fantastic style. Campbell has had a go at Xhaka on numerous occasions in the past, but he has showered praises on the midfielder now. The 52-year-old has admitted that he believed the Swiss international's Arsenal career was over at one point, but he's now truly amazed by the incredible improvement Xhaka has shown since the start of the season. Campbell claimed that Xhaka now epitomizes Arsenal and that he's finally proving his worth in the Premier League. The pundit said on TalkSport, "I was one of them who had written him off. I will be honest with you. You look at Granit Xhaka, his name was just connected with red cards and doing stupid things on the pitch. It wasn't his performances that were taking him to that next level, but this season he's been incredible. Him playing further forward has helped, him having fullbacks who can help in the midfield so he doesn't need to sit in the midfield. He can get further up the pitch, has made him an incredibly improved, experienced player now. When I look at Granit Xhaka now, he epitomizes what Arsenal are. They have been down, and I can't believe I am saying it. He's come from nowhere. He was a good international player. Everybody used to say, we need Switzerland's Granit Xhaka at Arsenal, and now he is proving it." Xhaka really has been sensational for Arsenal this season, and he deserves immense credit for the way he has turned his career around, from being booed by home fans to having his name sung every single week now. Xhaka has come a long way, and his brilliant performances are one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal are on top of the Premier League table. Xhaka has now scored 3 goals in all competitions for Arsenal this season, the same number he managed in the last 3 seasons combined. He is a real threat in attack these days, and if can carry this form forward until the end of the season, Arsenal could go and achieve something really special. Arteta admits worries over squad management. Mikel Arteta has spoken to the press conference ahead of Arsenal's Premier League clash with Southampton on Sunday and has admitted that he is unsure how to manage his squad this season. The Gunners currently sit ahead of the chasing pack in the division with a 4-point lead over Manchester City in second, after winning 9 of our opening 10 league games, turning heads in our direction. With all eyes on us, people are trying to figure out where and when things will go wrong for us, and manager Arteta is unsure how to maintain his squad for the remainder of the campaign, insisting that the World Cup being mid-season means we have no idea of how to manage our personnel. It will depend on a lot of factors: how the players are performing, the injuries that we have, what happens in the World Cup. There are a lot of question marks that we don't have the answer to, Arteta admitted to Arsenal media. We are planning to have the right resources to continue the way that we are right now, but again, as you said, a World Cup like this has never happened. We have to all experience it and try our best to get the right outcome. Kevin Campbell expects Arsenal man to leave because of regular playing time. Former Arsenal man Kevin Campbell will not be surprised if Albert Sambi Lokonga demands to leave the Emirates because of a lack of playing time. The midfielder joined the Gunners last season and is yet to establish himself as a regular for Mikel Arteta's team. He has even fallen further down the pecking order this term, as they have targeted another midfielder whilst he is in their squad. At 22, Lokonga needs regular game time to aid his development, but that will hardly come at Arsenal. Because of this, Campbell believes he could ask the club to sanction a move away so he can play more often. He tells Football Insider he may look to leave. The key to everything is the fit. If Sambi Lokonga wants to start, then he has to leave Arsenal because he's not starting right now. He is a young player though, so right now it's about being a valued member of the squad and improving. Sambi Lokonga had several chances to earn a permanent first-team place last season, but he didn't take them. The Belgian is to blame for that and should have asked to leave at least on loan in the last transfer window if there were no assurances of playing time. Arsenal star Gabriel Magalhaes wants long-term Gunners stay. Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes has outlined his desire to play for the Gunners for years to come after signing his new contract. The North Londoners made the announcement on Friday, with the 24-year-old penning a long-term deal at N5. According to BBC Sport, Gabriel's new Arsenal contract takes him to the summer of 2027. The Gunners signed the Brazilian from Lille in 2020 and he has become a key player for Mikel Arteta. Gabriel has made 83 competitive appearances in all competitions for Arsenal, also registering 9 goals. He has formed a superb partnership at centre-back with William Saliba this season. Their efforts have helped Arsenal go 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League table after 10 games. Gabriel's new contract is great news for the club and the fans, and the player himself is also thrilled about his new deal. I am very happy to sign this new contract with Arsenal because it's such a big club, he told the club website. It's my dream and today is the best day of my life. I am so happy to extend my contract here. Every game the supporters are pushing the team in the stadium. It's why I am so happy to stay here. Arsenal is my home. In the future, I want to win games for Arsenal. I want to win trophies with Arsenal and stay here for a long time because it's my home. Gabriel's new contract is great news on so many levels. Obviously, the key thing is that Arsenal retain the services of a top player for years to come. As well as that, it shows that incredible top-level players like Gabriel want to stay at the Emirates Stadium. This, alongside Arsenal's great recruitment in the summer and their table-topping form, all show that they are once again a force to be reckoned with. Arsenal could now sign Evan Ndicka in January for next to nothing. Arsenal might have another new player in their squad come the January transfer window, with Evan Ndicka said to be available for a bargain fee. The Gunners have been tracking Ndicka as they look to strengthen their ranks further following their fine start to the Premier League season. Interest from Arsenal emerged a week or two ago amid claims the Frenchman isn't going to sign a new contract with Eintracht Frankfurt, and now, according to the Evening Standard, Ndicka could join Arsenal in January, with Frankfurt becoming increasingly worried about losing the defender for nothing in the summer. It means the Gunners would be able to negotiate a bargain price for Ndicka at a time when a boost to the squad is likely to be most welcome. Ndicka has played 90 minutes in all but one of Frankfurt's Bundesliga games this season and was a key part of the squad that won the Europa League last season. Arsenal, meanwhile, are looking to continue their excellent form this season, sitting pretty at the top of the table. The Gunners face another winnable game at Southampton tomorrow afternoon. Teams who win Premier League titles are often full of quality from top to bottom, and there is no doubt that Evan Ndicka brings plenty of talent with him. Described as being phenomenal in his development by Adi Houter, Ndicka is expected to push on and press for a place in the French national team in the coming season if his form continues. If Arsenal can do a bargain deal here and bring in a 23-year-old who already has experience at winning a European trophy, then it would be a smart signing indeed. There is momentum building with Arsenal right now, and adding Ndicka in January might well help to keep that momentum going. Paul Merson thinks Arsenal could make a move for Wilfried Zaha in 2023. Paul Merson has claimed that he sees a club like Arsenal making a move to sign Crystal Palace star Wilfried Zaha next summer. The Ivorian is one of the most feared attackers in the Premier League. He has been a star at Palace for a while now, but there is a big chance he will leave Selhurst Park at the end of this season. Zaha has constantly been linked with a number of top clubs over the years. It's no secret that Unai Emery wanted to sign him for Arsenal back in 2019, but the Gunners went on and bought Nicolas Pepe instead after failing to agree a fee with Crystal Palace. At the end of this season, Zaha will be a free agent, and Merson believes Arsenal could make a move to sign him. However, he has urged the Ivorian to think long and hard before agreeing to join a big club. Merson wrote in his column on the Daily Star, Wilfried Zaha plays every week at Crystal Palace. He can have a bad game and still start the following match, and that might not happen at a big six club. I think he should seriously consider his options before running down his contract. He is a legend at Palace and the manager loves him. I see someone like Arsenal coming in for him if they get into the Champions League, but do you go there and risk becoming a bit part player? You are then going on a free. It's not like you are Darwin Núñez, who cost £85 million and therefore has to play. Will he want to play for 1 week and then drop to the bench? I am just not sure whether the grass is going to be greener for Zaha. He is playing the best football of his career, and there is a reason for that. He needs to sit down and have a big think about his future. As a free agent, Zaha will be a very attractive option for a number of clubs in the Premier League and abroad next summer. The Ivorian is absolutely rapid. He has all the tricks in the bag, and when he is in full flow, he is almost impossible to stop. However, Arsenal's transfer philosophy now is to sign young players with a huge potential. Sadly for Zaha, who will turn 30 in November, he doesn't quite check that box. Arsenal and Roma leading the race to sign young winger Mykhaylo Mudryk. Arsenal and Roma are reportedly leading the race to sign Shakhtar Donetsk winger Mykhaylo Mudryk. Mudryk has quickly become one of the brightest young talents in Europe. Mudryk has expressed himself not only in the league but on the European stage as well. It feels like a matter of time before he gets his big move to an elite European club, and according to Vigaches, 2 clubs are leading the race to secure his signature. Those 2 clubs are Arsenal and Roma, who could cost in the region of €65 million, according to Fabrizio Romano, speaking exclusively to Couth Offside via his Substack column. Arsenal have targeted young, up-and-coming talents for a few years now, particularly since Mikel Arteta joined the club. The Spaniard is willing to give players an opportunity to play, so Arsenal could be the best place for Mudryk to continue his development. Arsenal don't have a lot of backup on the wing at the moment, and are only an injury for Gabriel Martinelli or Bukayo Saka away from their squad being significantly weaker. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.